Double and triple jumps are back, bro. I can't friggin' believe it. It's been way too long since I've been able. Brawl Stars just hasn't felt the same since they took my boys' double and triple jumps away. I can't friggin' believe it. I can't believe it. Alright, so we got a crap ton to get into here in this episode today. If you didn't know, this specific sneak peek is literally the entire update aside from the newest brawlers coming out. So we're probably not going to get to every single nitty-gritty detail, but we'll cover the important things, such as double and triple jumps. Working again, dude! So from a seasoned veteran, I would say, with the double and triple jump mechanic, you can kind of tell the previous version of double and triple jumps was just a beautiful accident. There's just nanoseconds of time before mechanics that would line up so that you could have this window to double and triple jump. So adding it back doesn't feel the exact same, but the mechanic is still there. I will tell you this, it is much easier to double and triple jump now than it was before. So what they ended up changing with Dyna is how fast he ends up jumping here. There's not as much hang time in the air that he once had before this update. The window has gotten gigantic in order to throw down your dynamite. So it's not a crazy high skill cap thing, but I will say there are some micro mechanics that I feel like we can get into in order to optimize the ability. For example, the perfect timing in which to get the most intangibility to try to avoid as much damage as possible, right? Because there are times, seeing that the window is so big, that if you're a little bit too precise, you'll be sitting there for a little bit. Anyone can deal a little bit of damage in that window while you're sitting there. So it's going to be really, really fun to try to relearn this brand new mechanic here for Dyna and, you know, kind of give more use to the double jump or just Dyna jump star power in general. Everyone uses demolition, and it's going to allow a lot of people to try to get down this mechanic and become, you know, a god double jump dynamite. And don't you worry, the triple jump also works, my dudes. It's beautiful. So it's going to take a lot of practice in order to get the new version down, but man, I'm so happy it's back, whatever version it is. But with that out of the way, let's quickly go through all the skins that are coming out in no particular order, as well as how much they're going to cost. Starting off with the giveaway skin, we have Santa Stew, one of my personal favorites of the entire update. It's such a good skin, man. Look at it. But this one is going to be costing 149 gems with some amazing basic and super animations here. Next up, we have skins that I physically cannot unlock at the minute here in dev build. It's restricted through the Brawl Pass, and there's not a purchasing function in the dev build. But of course, we have the new Colette skins coming out that are attached to the Brawl Pass. Absolutely adorable. Moving along to a legendary skin coming on the update, and I gotta say, one of the highlights of this entire update itself, we have Toon Spike. Oh my gosh, costing 299 gems. This is my skin. It's got this really cool 2D effect to it. One of the most unique skins in the entire game. It is adorable, man. The basic attack is looking so amazing. I mean, come on. The kill animation because of the legendary skin looks awesome. And then the super, man. Oh my gosh, it's such a good skin. They really knocked out of the park some of these skins in this update, dude. I gotta say, it's so good. And the other skin that is locked within dev build because I can't play Power League is the Power League skin, and it's the other most unique skin in the update, I would say, and that is the final boss Rico skin shown in the Brawl Talk. Such an amazing skin. Next up, getting into some of the recolored skins coming on the update, we have a different version, the anti-virus 8-bit skin with a different color variant. It's looking amazing. 299 gems for this skin. Seeing that it's 299 gems, it is a legendary skin, so it has kill animations and animations very similar to the already anti-virus 8-bit that we have in the game. Looking phenomenal. And then we have the super. Next up, we have Ferocious Fang, another skin recoloring costing 149 gems. It's Brawl Pass skin way back in the day recolored, and I gotta say, I like this coloring better than the previous. The basic attack animations looking solid if you ask me, and then the super. I gotta say, this super is phenomenal, but with any melee brawler, it's hard to get like crazy animations because most of the animation with longer range brawlers is from, you know, the shots and what we can see. But still a phenomenal skin. I mean, come on, it's great. Moving along to another phenomenal skin, the Supercell Make skin that we are getting completely free with the Brawl a Day freebies. Dark Angel Colt, bro. bro. It's so good. You know, the dev team, knowing that this skin is going to be free, really balled out with the animations on this thing, getting so much value for a free skin. Look at the animations on just him running around. It's so good. And then we have the basic attack. Oh my gosh. I'm maining this skin. I'm maining it. There's some skins that just make the character feel better to play. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But now we have the super. Oh my gosh. This is so good. So good. Now, if you missed the window in getting this skin for free during the Brawl Days freebies, so if you start playing on a mini account a year from now, this skin is going to cost 149 gems. So, hey, don't miss out on its free status while you can. Moving along to CCTV Poco. Oh my gosh. Is it just me or the skin's like amazing in this update? It's so good. It's just weird seeing Poco without a hat above him. You know what I mean? It's on his back. But taking a look at the basic attacks, we have an amazing basic attack animation. It's so good, man. It's so freaking good. And then we have the super. Yes! Oh my gosh. This skin is going to be costing 149 gems here in the update, and I think well worth it. The animations are so crisp. We got L quarterback for our next one, costing 199 gems. Another play on a sports skin. We already have some football skins, if you guys didn't know, the bull skins, but this one, we have El Primo, the quarterback. It's the little details that get me on some of these skins that we saw with the Dark Angel Colt. We can see it here on the El Primo skin as well. He's like breathing hard through the helmet. Always carrying around that football. And when we use our basic attack, we see the fists. Dude, this is such a good skin. And then we have pretty much so the highlight of this skin, if you ask me, the super animation. Take a look at this. Dude, touchdown. So good. How many times have I said these skins are so good? It is. They're amazing. Next, we have the Flag Bearer Piper skin, costing 149 gems. Basic attack animations are looking phenomenal. It's a bird, dude. It's so cool. And then we have the super. Let's go. Moving along, we have Doll Jessie. I think they made this model look smaller. It's like a doll. Look at the icon. Costing 29 gems. It's adorable and kind of creepy at the same time. Now, with any 29 gem skin, there's really not going to be any animations tied to it. It's just a recoloring, which I think is just fine. The only noteworthy thing is from the turret here. It's a reskinning too, because it's a part of her model, basically. We got W Otis coming in next. The Zeta Division skin, because they ended up winning the World Finals here this year. Costing 149 gems. I think it's a great skin, dude. I love the digital animations on the basic attack. It's looking phenomenal. And then we have the super. Yes. Look at his face. But next up, we have the Red King Frank and the Blue King Frank. Obviously, a play on Clash Royale here, and kind of a unique skin. This skin is only going to be purchasable through the Supercell shop, costing 299 gems. I'm not sure if it's each or if you get one when you purchase the other. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but another, you know, legendary skin here. This skin is sick, man. But taking a look at the basic attack, so much animation with this, and then the kill animation as well. And then finally, we have the super, bro. Bam! Yes! Now, of course, there are plenty more skins here in this update, but they are tied to the new brawlers, which I cannot share with you guys here, seeing that those sneak peeks are coming out here in the next few days. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Should be fun going over all the new brawlers. There's 3, for goodness sakes. Now, not really skins, but still noteworthy to discuss. We have an update to the base model for Shelly here. I've seen a lot of discussion about this already. You guys should let me know what you're thinking about the new version of Shelly, the brawler that we all start with. Now, before we get into the balance changes, I next want to rip through the hypercharges coming out in the update, starting off with my boy, Dynamite, his hypercharge called Boomer. You gotta love it, dude. But Super Bomb spawns smaller bombs. It's quite chaotic when you couple it with the fidget spinner. So we activate the hypercharge, throw out the super, and bam, look at all those. So when you do this, plus a fidget spinner, bro, look at all that craziness. It's wild, dude. Look at it. Just look at it. And another really cool element, if you ask me, is the sticks from the hypercharge can activate your Dyna jump ability. Look at that. Pretty cool. The day I see a Dynamite double and triple jump montage where they utilize their hypercharge sticks, activate a double or a triple jump chain, however that might work, I'm going to lose my mind. It might be possible. Might have the training cave that. That's a pretty cool idea. Next up, we have Edgar's called Outburst. After using super, gain charging speed and reload speed for a few seconds. Given the nature of Edgar, his hypercharge charges on its own slowly. Guys, more bush camping Edgars and Showdown, bro. Pretty cool if you ask me, but taking a look at it here, we activate it, we use our super, and then we get this red effect. Our ammo charges immensely fast, dude. And every single time you use a super again, you reactivate this craziness. Kind of a straightforward hypercharge, but I think it works well for Edgar. Next, we have Fang, called Dragon Kick. Charge through walls while dropping popcorn on the way. So it can go through walls, people. Look at this. And you're dropping popcorn as you go. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's so good. Look at that. And it lingers for a while, doing some AoE stuff. One of my personal favorites of the update, we have Crow's hypercharge, called Utility Knives. Crow's knives are piercing and are returning like boomerangs. So as you can see here, we activate the hypercharge, use our super, and then they come back and return to us. Dude, it's so good. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Bro, are you kidding me? Comes right back to you. Great hypercharge, really fun one. Aside from Crow's, I think Leon's is gonna be one of my favorites as well. We have Limbo. Leon stays invisible while attacking enemies, so you don't disrupt your invisibility once you use a basic attack. This hypercharge coupled with his mythic gear, I think is going to be a phenomenal combo, but as you can see here, we activate the super while we have the hypercharge and we stay invisible. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Oh my gosh. And then it's not a hypercharge, but I thought we should bring it up. Now we have Mortis's mythic gear called Bat Storm. The speed of bats increases by 50%. Now I've seen a bit of discussion about this gear already. I don't know if it's going to be great or not. Given the nature of Mortis's bats, they kind of are slow. They linger, and it might mess up your angles in order to chain or hit more than one individual. As well as seeing that it lingers, it allows you to have more time to clip someone. Someone might run into them while they're walking. But taking a look at it here, they travel much faster. I mean, come on. This is a perfect example of one of those things where we'll just have to wait and see up against actual people. How good is this gear going to be? It's just a strange one. We'll have to see. But now with that out of the way, it's time to get into the balance changes, starting off with the buffs. Here we have one for Colt. You got a reload speed increase from 1,700 milliseconds each ammo to 1,400. Definitely helping out with the DPS overall. It's crazy. Next, we have Amber. She had a basic attack increase from 200 damage to 220. Bo also got a buff to his basic attack, dealing 700 damage per arrow as opposed to 600 at power level 1. Ash got a buff to his HP, and again, all of these are at a baseline of power level 1, right? But his HP once was 5,200 at power level 1 to 5,400. Gus got a damage increase from 940 to 1,000. Chester got a buff to his HP as well from 3,500 to 3,700. Janet got a buff to her damage from 940 to 980, and a shot requirement change for her super from 7 shots beforehand to now only 6 basic attacks to get a super. Pearl got a crazy buff to her movement speed from 670 to 720. And then Surge got an HP buff from 2,800 to 3,000. Next, the nerfs. You guys guessed it. Charlie got 4 nerfs, bro. 4. Her basic attack cooldown from 250 to 500 milliseconds, so she can't just spam basic attacks like crazy. Her super duration was 7 seconds. It is now 5. Trapped in the cocoon much shorter. It now takes 6 basic attacks to charge up a super for her. And her gadget spiders got a nerf to their HP from 1,100 to 700, so they won't linger as much. Lou got a nerf, bro, to the supercharge rate from basic attacks 143 to 120, so it's going to take a longer time to get a super. Spike got a nerf to his mythic gear, only slowing them down 30% now where it once was 50%. Rosa got a nerf to her HP, 5,400 to 5,000. Buster got a nerf to his gadget where it removed the slowing mechanic attached to it, so it's just a pull now. And then Nani got a nerf to her HP from 2,600 to 2,400, a bit more squishy. And that is it for the nerfs and buffs. But that is just about all we have time for here in this episode today. Of course, there is much more in the updates, such as 5v5, a fantastic game mode that I think you guys are all going to enjoy, and so much more. Dude, the patch notes for the creators was 12 pages long. 12 pages. An absolutely massive December update that I think is going to be one to remember. This update is phenomenal. But yeah, everyone, of course, be sure to stay tuned for those Brawler sneak peeks right around the corner. We have a ton more to get into here in these sneak peeks. And yeah, we'll be talking super soon. Adios, everyone, and take care.